On today's show, it's not Optimus Prime, but it is a self-driving 18-wheeler, and it's coming to a highway near you.
And jetpacks. We got jetpacks.
And also, artificial lab-grown meat menus that are so weird the only place they belong is here on this show. It's Tomorrow Daily. Greetings, citizens of the internet. Welcome to Tomorrow Daily, the best geek talk show in the known universe. I'm Ashley Together. Join me as always. Punch in the sky. Khail Anonymous. Yo.
What up? Let's get to those news stories.
Yeah, let's just hit it. I think we took producer Logan by surprise on that one.
That was my favorite intro ever. Yo, what up? Let's do the news.
Cut to the chase. Let's not even waste any time. Okay, I got to tell you about Kurt Mensvert. Kurt Mensvert. It's pretty weird and interesting. It's a virtual restaurant called Bistro in Vitro. Now, I said virtual because you can't actually go there. It's online. You have to go to the website. Okay, and you go to the website and you combine dishes into a 3-course meal of your choice. But here's the weird thing. The catch of this is that all of the dishes are conceptual dishes that may someday be grown by lab-made meat, lab-grown meat. So you know how like those scientists had the lab-grown meat patty? And they said, oh, maybe someday like we'll have these like lab-grown burgers. Yeah. So here's some of the stuff that they came up with. Chefs, designers, and students created these concept dishes, which are super bizarre and sound kind of gross, if I'm being honest. Meat oysters, meat pearls. These are celebrity cubes.
What does that mean?
Look at that. Look at meat oyster. That looks disgusting. That looks disgusting. What's next?
Wait,
what do we have next?
All right, you skipped over the celebrity cubes.
Celebrity cubes. Well, dodo nuggets, like dodo nuggets, dodo tenders. These are like little meats inside kind of test tube looking things. They got all kinds of weird stuff, guys.
Yeah, I don't.
But okay, so it's like obviously gastronomy, like artistic. It's really kind of gross looking, but also super fascinating to me. Mm-hmm. And they had one that was really adorable. That was like. They had one called a concept called a pig from the backyard, where the idea is that you would have this pet pig and you would go collect cells from it and grow a sausage like out of the pig's cells without killing it or anything. You would grow like a little local sausage, and then you'd still have your pet pig. You wouldn't have to kill it for food. And so you'd have a local sausage from your pet. It's really, guys, this is weird. Okay, it's really weird. But again, it's conceptual. It's not real. But he wants to encourage, the reason this exists is he wants to encourage people to think about the possibilities of this kind of culinary experience. Because he was like, okay, we're making lab-grown meat, but why does it have to be boring? Why does it have to be stuff that we already are familiar with? Why can't we make meat origami? Like, why can't we make, that's that local grown sausage. Just like picture of your little pet Pookie pig on there. But yeah, so they're making a documentary as well about this, and that's super weird. Oh, that's see-through sushi, see-through meat sushi. Super bizarre. It's like transparent. Anyway, again, all conceptual ideas, nothing 100% real. Like
wow, really bizarre. That news story was a roller coaster.
Such a big weird roller coaster that we're on with that. But they're making a documentary about it where they're going to take everybody's. There's like ratings of the different like meals and stuff when you go to the website and choose your 3-course meal. There's like ratings and everything, and they're going to do a documentary where they interview chefs about the perception of artificially grown meats, and also take into consideration the choices that all of the visitors to this website sort of make, and what they end up picking, and what would be appealing to a mass audience, and what isn't, things like that. So I thought that was really cool and sort of a really weird way of kind of studying for the future, like how society might be interested in sort of consuming more strange looking meats if we can make them that way.
Wow, that is
bizarre.
Crazy.
Super weird.
Yeah, really good stuff.
So no hashtag of the day because we have some to catch up on. We have some to catch up on, so we'll skip it today. So don't worry about it. Just
take a break. Yeah. Go play GTA Online.
Yeah.
Whatever I do.
Whatever floats your boat, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever floats your boat.
Okay, so now if you had a jetpack, you for sure would show off. That's basically what you do. Transport yourself to another place, whatever, but you'd show off. Well, that's what these two guys did. Their names are Yves Jetman Rossi and Vince Raffet. And they strapped on their jetpacks and flew over some pretty crazy places with these jetpacks. I can't wait till you can see these.
They're making
putting
these
them together, yeah.
They look like little planes.
These are awesome. All right, so anyway.
They look like a little plane.
Yeah, they're like Falcon
really
from
big?
Avengers.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let's.
They're in the helicopter.
Yep, they're in the helicopter. I like how one of the guys' name is Jetman. They strapped on a jetpacks and they flew over Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building in the world. Yeah, look, you got to kind of fall out of the helicopter first to use your jetpack.
Yeah, you can't just jump out. You can't just take off from the ground.
Yeah, no, you have to. You kind of have to be in the air first to get a little start. But yeah, you can see they're basically like little tiny planes.
They are like little planes. They're synchronized.
So there they are. They're flying over Dubai. They also flew over a Palm. God, I'm gonna butcher these names. Palm, Jumeirah, and the Lima Desert.
Yeah.
So there you go.
That's the palm right there.
Their synchronized movements and action cameras captured the flight that we're watching right now.
This is insane.
So it's pretty cool.
Look at that! They're just jetpacking it up.
Yeah, they're just. I guess they have clearance for jetpacking, but yeah.
Are there any local laws in the UAE? Are there any laws in the United Arab Emirates about jetpack? Like no jetpacks.
I don't think it's been an issue yet.
No.
But yeah, so there you go.
Can we just all get jetpacks?
No.
This makes me want to. I don't even like heights, and I feel like maybe I would try this.
I don't trust you with a jetpack.
Whoa, did you see that?
I don't trust myself with a jetpack.
I don't. Yeah, that's true. I don't. You shouldn't trust me.
Yeah,
that is amazing. Just looking at the footage. I mean, I could watch that all day. It's so mesmerizing. I love how in sync they are.
Yeah, so very cool. No. We always are like, oh, the goal is this. The goal is fly around over Dubai. That's the goal.
Yeah.
There you go.
Jetpack it up. Nice work.
So there you go. Short story. Well,
Jetpack.
fun. Now you can.
Pretty good.
Now you can dream.
All right, I want to tell you about this autonomous truck. It's not quite Transformers level, but it's pretty cool, and it's actually going to be launching pretty close to us.
Yeah.
Compared to the rest of the world, anyway.
Stephen King wrote a story about a truck that could drive itself.
Oh, that was the car.
Yeah,
Christine
but he wrote one about a truck that could drive itself too. Yeah. Oh yeah.
What was the name of the truck? Was it Chris?
I don't remember, but it had like a big face on the front of it. It's considered like his worst movie. He directed it or whatever.
Oh man, I gotta see that. Maximum Overdrive?
I think it is what it was. Yeah, all right. Anyway, on to the hopeful, promising story.
This is more of a hopeful, promising story, and I'll explain why a lot of people are worried this might take away jobs, but actually not so. So Daimler and Freightliner unveiled what they call Inspiration, which they did it at the Hoover Dam, which they did this insane, like, dramatic reveal where they projected video onto the Hoover Dam and all this stuff is pretty awesome. So this Inspiration is an 18-wheeler that's also autonomous. It can drive itself. It's a self-driving commercial truck that is fully licensed to operate on public roads in Nevada. So right next to us, one state over. Nevada largely is a lot of empty highway. I mean, we do the drive to Las Vegas, and there's nothing for most of that drive.
Yeah.
And so it's really, tough for people who are, truck drivers to get a lot of stuff done because they have to log so many hours in a day. And it can be really stressful. They have to find out where they're going to sleep at night. They're going to figure out, like manifests and log tracking all of their stuff, logs and all this junk. So they have a system on board called Highway Pilot. And what they are going to do, that allows the truck, and there it is, to drive, self-drive on stretches of highway using cameras and sensors. So it can stay in the lanes. It can keep a safe distance between cars in front and behind it. And also, it can do this really awesome thing where they can do vehicle-to-vehicle communication. So it can talk to another truck and it can say, okay, like I'm going to pull up behind you, and it can get the perfect distance away for maximum draft and save gas efficiency.
Yeah.
So if they have like two of these trucks like back to back, they can draft like all behind each other and then like get a whole bunch of max efficiency out of it, which is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
So they're saying that you still need a driver in the driver's seat, obviously, because you got to have somebody there in case things go wrong. Plus, it doesn't drive on side streets and it doesn't take interchanges. So it's like just straight stretches of highways, like really kind of what this is made for, which is good for Nevada because there is a lot of that. And then also they were saying that the one really important thing to remember is that these trucks, as you've seen, if you live in the States or anywhere where these trucks are kind of prevalent, they log a lot of miles. And because of that, they're going to be able to take that data and sort of understand self-driving cars a lot better and make that technology better. So kind of in the same way that Formula F1 race cars sort of inform design and understanding in regular consumer sports cars. So this might really help self-driving cars kind of come along with information and also real-world use.
So to explain though why it's not going to take our jobs.
So someone still has to be in the cabin. We're not quite yet at driverless cars, so people can
That's a
rest
sweet
easy.
job.
It's a pretty sweet job. You can
Just
kind of
sit there as the car drives itself.
They'll have a tablet that they'll be able to use like while the car is in autopilot. But Daimler made a really good point in Freightliner. They said this is not unlike autopilot mode in a commercial airplane. So you're taking cargo and you put it on autopilot, and then the plane really generally gets to its destination once you're in the sky, and you have to be responsible for takeoff and landing, which would be getting off and on the freeway, doing interchanges, things like that. So that's what the pilot or the driver would be responsible for.
Two things.
Okay.
First of all, does it know when I'm doing this to honk the horn?
I feel like that should be a sensor. That should be a built-in feature.
They should definitely, because that's the long ride for kids in the desert.
Gotta go
they
for
need
it.
to have entertainment.
Yeah.
So, and then
Number one.
Number two, Simpsons already did this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had an episode where all the trucks are self-driving and the truckers are faking it, and so they don't actually
Oh my
drive
gosh,
their
I
car.
remember that episode now that
Yeah.
you bring it up. Oh, wow.
So the truckers just sit there and they don't drive, and it's like a big secret.
I love that almost everything that has happened in The Simpsons has happened.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you that monorail episode is going to be Hyperloop. It's not going to be monorail, it's going to be Hyperloop.
Oh, yeah.
Hyperloop. Everyone's going to start singing Hyperloop. It's going to be amazing.
But I like it. There's a lot of
Awesome.
people that are mad that it's like going to take jobs and all that.
But you still have to have a pilot. So you still have to have somebody in that seat, which they're there. It just helps them be more efficient with their job, and they can actually rest when they get to a place. They don't have to continue to work and be like, oh, I have to do these things I couldn't do because I was driving. So they can say, like, fill out their manifest. They can log their miles. They can set up reservations at their next stop, like whatever that is.
Yeah.
They can do those things now without having to stop or be really tired.
And transportation evolves all the
Yeah.
time. Like it was horses, and then it was trains, and then it was cars, and now it's going to
Yeah.
be cars that just
that
like
drive.
that drive themselves. So
Super weird, but honestly, I think this could be a good thing for everybody. I mean, it's
that
just
Hoover Dam thing was awesome.
pretty cool. Yeah, it's a pretty good reveal. So, and a great place to do it because it's in Nevada and it's
I want to
just
say we should
fancy.
broadcast tomorrow daily on that Hoover Dam.
Let's do that. Well, let's try to figure out the logistics of that by taking a quick break, and then we will be right back. It's Tuesday, and it's a pretty big week for new releases in terms of movies because we're super excited about one in particular. You probably know what it is, but don't click away. It's Tomorrow Daily. Welcome back to the show. We have returned. It's a Tuesday. That means new things are coming out that are going to lighten our wallets. So let's talk about them. It's new releases. I'm going to let you take this. I know how excited you are. I am too, but are you that excited? How excited, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for Mad Max Fury Road?
I don't even like to use scales.
Okay.
Because I feel like it insults the film itself. But Mad Max Fury Road is coming out. I have heard nothing but amazing reviews. I'm a huge dystopian, a post-apocalyptic world. And look at this. This is
so pretty.
amazing. It's made the incredible thing. It's
Drones,
mostly practical effects.
Gorgeous.
The cinematography is unbelievable. I have a friend that's a movie reviewer that. Professionally, and he said I've only given a 10 out of 10 to 2 movies. I forgot what the other one was, but this was one of the movies.
Ugh.
So I can't wait. This has already apparently spawned 2 more movies. They're
yeah.
we're gonna make 2 more. This
They're
was so
jacked.
good, we're making 2 more.
Yeah.
So he has Tom Hardy and
Good old Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron. Yep.
Who looks
But it looked amazing.
ridiculously
Apparently,
cool.
apparently stunts, cinematography, it's all good.
I read an article on HitFix, which is where I have some friends who work there, about, and the title of it was, "Here are all the Oscars Mad Max Fury Road should win next year." And I was just like, yes. I'm so excited this movie is getting good reviews. I had so much hope for it, and it looks like all of that hope is gonna pay off this weekend. I'm gonna see it. I got my ticket already for Friday. I'm ready to go.
I'm way more jazzed for this than I was for Avengers 2.
That's
Like,
fair. I think that's fair. I think you can be.
I can't wait.
I think Mike is
I already got
too.
my tickets too. Like I already have.
We got
I picked
to
one of the
go.
movie theaters where it's like an actual couch.
Oh,
and
the
you
leather
sit there
seats
and they
and
bring you
stuff?
alcoholic drinks
Yeah.
and food and stuff like that.
Good choice. Good
Yeah,
choice.
it's just gonna be
21
me
and over
in
theater.
a gluttonous moment. Just But,
I just
but
see
Mad
that.
Max, Road Fury, woo!
So good. Also coming out this week in gaming, some interesting titles. Ultratron, the Avengers 2 Age of Ultratron. No, Ultratron is coming out this week for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Wii U. It previously has been out on Steam, but it's a really cool little shooter, and I really, really like it, and I'm really excited that it's coming to console because I feel like it's better suited to console gaming. Like you could do it with a controller on PC, obviously, but it's a pretty cool game. So I highly recommend checking that out if you have a chance. And then also coming out this week, a game that is very close to my heart, Final Fantasy X and X-2 Remaster is coming out this week.
Oh.
Which
I didn't know they were doing that.
I had forgotten that they were doing that remaster. They showed it off last year. Here's the comparison right here.
Whoa!
You can see on the left.
Oh my God!
Huge difference. Unbelievable difference in the two. This is footage that we had over on GameSpot of the difference between. I mean, it's pretty drastic.
Wow,
I mean,
I didn't
the
realize
textures.
it looked so bad.
I know you remember how bad it looked now. But I mean, obviously the character stuff is not as like prominent as the textures are, but it's still pretty great.
If you haven't played Final Fantasy X, it's one of the like last turn-based like versions of Final Fantasy that they did. And it was one of the best turn-based ones because of the.
I think so.
They had like the schedule like priority battle.
Yeah, you
thing.
had the priority battle, and then you also had the disc where you had the sphere. You could move around like all your skills. It would almost look like a big board game.
Oh yeah.
And you could like pick all of your skills and kind of go around the board.
Also, really good ending.
Really good ending.
Also,
I really loved
what's
Auron.
her name? Lulu.
Auron was underrated. Lulu,
I had a
Waka.
crush on her. I had a crush on Lulu.
I loved Auron. He was so like mysterious and cool. He had his big high cowl. So amazing.
Yeah, Lulu was just sexy. That's it.
Also in new releases, just FYI, a pseudo Castlevania game by Iga himself. Did you see this?
No.
We don't have any B-roll for this. It's coming out in 2 years. Here's why. It's on Kickstarter. I wanted to do it on Back It or Hack It next week, but I figure it's going to be old news by then. Listen. Iga from Castlevania series, who's no longer at Konami, is making his own 2.5D Castlevania, like, Metroidvania game.
Oh, great.
And it's called Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, which looks like Castlevania. All the art's there, the music is there. They're getting, David Hayter, the guy who played Solid Snake for a really long time. They're getting him to do the voice acting. I am so excited about this. I backed it immediately yesterday, and they wanted, I think, $500,000, and by the end of the day, they had over $1 million, and I think today they've had like 1.4.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so keep up the good work, everybody on the internet, and you show all those crazy publishers that a 2.5D Castlevania-ish game is exactly what we need.
Yeah, welcome back to voice acting, David Hayter.
Yeah, good job.
Took too long a break, bro.
Too long. But on that note, we have to talk about an older user feedback, TD Comedy, so let's do that.
Like
so last Thursday we had, so we're having some weird scheduling
so young
things.
back then.
We have to explain. We have some weird scheduling things happening. So a couple episodes have been filmed in advance, like this week, and then like last week there was an episode. It's been a really long 2 weeks, guys. Like just bear with us. So we're moving around user feedback, like kind of staggering it out. So today we're doing TD Comedy, which we asked you guys, what passed away comedian would you want to see perform in that hologram?
You realize I've gotten a year older since then?
You have. And, you know, I am a little concerned because you're aging much faster than is normal. It's really freaking me out.
Petri dish wasn't big enough for me. I had to grow faster. All right, so what do they got?
Rapid aging. Okay, so Nilesh wrote in and said, it might be too soon, but I'd have to say Joan Rivers. I think that's a great choice. Joan Rivers, great stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Frank wrote in and said, bring back the original Three Stooges.
That's a really great idea. That would be so cool.
Love that idea.
I don't know if they've ever done like a stage thing, but that would be really cool.
I would love a Three Stooges stage show.
You get Will Sasso and friends to go and do it.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
Yeah.
Dustin wrote in and said, I love this idea. It is so Futurama. My picks are Richard Pryor, George Burns, the Three Stooges. The possibilities are endless.
Oh, hashtag the. Did you see that?
Yeah, love that. Love that.
Yeah, I like those.
Really good.
Wait, so the second Three Stooges.
Three Stooges.
All right.
A couple people said Three Stooges. A few people said Three Stooges. Neil wrote in and said a British comedian named Tommy Cooper, who literally died on stage, by the way, and a live performance from Laurel and Hardy. My question about this is, Neil, Are you saying that he would also die on stage? Because that's probably his most famous performance? Like, I don't think that would be appropriate in hologram form. So, like, people pay to, like, watch this guy die on stage. That seems terrible.
Do you clap at the end?
I'm not sure. So, like, awkward clapping, like, polite, like, weird, like, are we supposed to
And then everyone just stands up and walks out?
Yeah, everyone just, at the same time. Single file.
I'd check it out.
You might go see it?
Go see
Fair
it.
enough. We'll have your TD Nintendo tweets tomorrow, which are really good.
Yeah? Did
yeah,
they
the
beat
theme
our
park
ideas?
rides. Oh yeah, totally. They
Okay.
totally crushed our ideas. But we have to now do our last piece of user feedback, which is always our photographer of the day. Okay, so Noah wrote in. He shot this with his Xperia Z2. He said, "Hey guys, that bee or wasp, biology is not my thing. Just landed on my side view mirror and loved licking the black paint. I tried to snap some pics with my Sony Xperia Z2. Here they are. Love the show. Many greetings from Germany. Noah." Look at that thing.
That's a German bee?
That's a German bee. Maybe he likes German beer. No? Do I have to leave now? Gail's like, get out.
He's not even going to respond.
Look at the detail in that.
Yeah, I know. He got pretty close.
That is insane. I love it. I saw this picture and I was immediately blown away at how amazing it looked. This is incredible. What a great picture. And I mean, kudos to the Xperia Z2 for being able to take such a macro shot.
Yeah, it's incredible. A lot of detail.
Yeah, it's amazing. Look, you can see little bumps on the paint.
That's a cool photographer.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Thanks,
so Noah, high fives to you. If you have amazing photography that you want to send to us, you can email us tomorrow at cnet.com. Include the type of phone you actually took the picture with, because sometimes you guys don't and we can't share it because we don't know. Or we just make fun of you for having a mystery device. And also tell us a little story about it, just like good old Noah did from Germany. If you absolutely hate email, you want to do user feedback, or you want to talk to us on social media, we're Tomorrow Daily all over the internet. Just look it up. We're probably there.
Yeah,
and
Google it, noob.
and then you can find us in other places too.
Yeah, YouTube, iTunes, don't forget about those.
Can do those.
And don't forget to follow us on our personal Twitters at Khail Anonymous.
And I'm at Ashley Esqueva. And that's it for today's show. So we're going to be back tomorrow with a weird, wonderful docket of science fact, science fiction, smashed together in your face, blown up in the best way. But until then, be good humans. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.